So we've gone through where SketchUp gets its axes from and why it uses the conventions that it uses. This is this discussion of why they use blue, green, and red instead of X, Y, and Z. If you look at drawings inside of SketchUp, SketchUp has the capacity in SketchUp to keep up with how many different surfaces and angles are inside the drawing. And it gives us, in essence, complexity data. And what we've seen with SketchUp is that it has to manipulate the object. And when it manipulates the objects, its ability to do that is limited by the processing power of your computer and how many different angles and joints and surfaces are on it. A way to look at the object is to, it is currently showing us that we have two solid groups. It has tremendous simplicity. There's really almost nothing here. If we were to open another object that's a lot more complicated, such as the actual PistonRobot, then if we looked at the count of different objects and components and materials and layers inside of this object, we can see that the count is increasing. So we can use information inside of SketchUp to show us, if we have a model, certain aspects of its complexity. For example, we've built into SketchUp for this example a version of the entire leg with the hip and the thigh and the knee and the foot all in place. And if we select the entire model, we can look at all of the components that are inside of it. In order for us to move this model around, for example, the current orientation of this leg, again, the pelvis is not present yet. So if this was to be seen as a human being, their pelvis would be here. There actually would be another leg here. And so this is straight down. And what this human being has done with their leg is they've taken their knee and they've moved their knee out. So if this was their, for example, right leg, they've moved their knee out to the right. In addition to moving their knee out to the right, they've also flexed their knee in. And they've taken their foot and they've pointed their toes. This is the toes of the foot right here. So they've pointed their toes down. So if we wanted to untangle this and bring it back to just simply a leg standing there, we would have to use SketchUp to maneuver parts of the drawing. There's a possibility our computer may have a little blue alien living inside the computer. We asked him if he would help us to show you the name of the next video in our series about PistonRobot. And he said, sure.